Hi, my name is Emily Morris, and I am a DLS for CFB ISD. Today, I wanted to walk you through a great tool that I use all the time in the classroom. It's using a mail merge to create personalized letters or reports to send home with students and send to parents. Mail merge is fantastic because what I can do is I can take a set of data like what you see here. Granted, this is a very small set of data and a completely fictionalized set of data, but I can take a small set of data and then create a letter or a form of some type and automatically fill that form in, personalize it for each student. This helps students get the specific personalized information that they need. It helps parents feel like you have reached out specifically to them and you know them and their students specifically by name and need. And it's a great way to make sure all the correct information goes to exactly who needs it. So the first thing you're going to need is you're going to need a data set. This needs to be in Excel. I have my data set here. You want to make sure with your data that what you have your columns named as makes sense to you. You're going to be referring back to these column names later. So as long as you know that address is the address of that student, that these names or these column headers make sense as to what the data is below it, then you're good to go. Make sure you've saved your sheet and you know exactly where it is and what it's called. The next thing you're going to need is a Word document. I am just going to open up a blank document. Later, after you have done a mail merge a time or two, if the template that you create is one that you want to reuse and just insert new, fresh data into it every time, you can save your templates, and then you would want to reopen that template to start the mail merge instead of starting from a blank document. The thing I love about mail merge is I don't have to remember all the steps to do it every time, which is fantastic. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to mailings. I'm going to hit start mail merge, but I'm going to click down here so that I get the drop down and see there's all kinds of things that you can create. You can create letters, email messages, envelopes, labels, but I'm going to create step-by-step wizard because chances are I'm not doing a mail merge every week and I'm not going to remember all the steps to complete a mail merge every time I do one. I always, no matter how many times I've done a mail merge, will start with mail merge wizard. You'll notice this pop-up comes up over here on the right, and here's where you can select the type of document you're working on. I'm going to do a letter because I'm just going to type a message out. I'm going to hit next. Make this a bit bigger so we can see it. I am going to use the current document. If you open this and then you realize, wait, I have a letter I've already written and used mail merge with, maybe I'd rather use that. Then you can say start from existing document. Word also has a bunch of templates that you can choose from. But I'm going to use this document. Select recipients. That's where you're going to link your data sheet with your mail merge. So I'm going to use an existing list because I already have my data. I'm going to hit browse. I'm going to go to where I know it is, and I know it is called that. I'm going to open it. If you had multiple sheets within your workbook, this is where you would select which sheet you wanted to use. And then it gives you a quick preview of your data so you can double check, yes, I selected the right thing. You can also kind of sort and filter all your data. Now, my next step is to write my letter. I am going to start with dear, and I want this to be the parent name. Anytime you want to insert a personalized piece of information that comes from your sheet, you're going to insert a merge field. So you'll notice that all my choices here are all of my column headers. I'm going to select parent name. I am writing to inform you of your student of. We don't have to write your student. We can put their exact name, first name, last names, scores. And so now I'm going to insert a table. You'll notice that I had to navigate away, and now up here I don't have my merge fields anymore. What you can do is you can go back and hit mailings, and then all of your options are going to be there again. So here, with your merge fields, you're able to format them any way that you would normally format text. So I can make it bigger, I can make it red, I can make it whatever colors or formatting I would like. Now this next thing is one of my favorite tools. I love using rules. The rule, you'll notice there's lots of different rules. My favorite is if then else. So what it gives you is, what data are we talking about? We're going to be talking about EOC scores. If they are less than or equal to, let's do if they are less than 70 tutorials. Otherwise, they're going to get the message that they passed. So you'll notice there's all kinds of different comparisons you can do here that work well with numbers. And it'll always default to one of the entries. That doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to say that every time. I'm going to do the same thing over here. Rules, if then else. That score is less than 70. Pass. There we go. Wonderful. And then I could write all kinds of other things in my letter. But if I feel like I'm done, I can now go over here and click next. And now you get to kind of preview. I would especially preview if you have done rules and you want to make sure that the rule is working the way that you think it should. So you can click through up here and see all of your recipients change. And then hit, if you're happy with that, you can hit next. Otherwise, you can go and hit the previous button and start writing again. And then since I did letters, it's going to take me to the option to print. If I hit print, it's going to send this document straight to the printer, and it's going to print out every recipient's personalized letter. If I hit edit individual letters, it's going to open up this document in its own file. That way you can save the file, and each recipient is going to have their own page in that file, so then you can save that. Also, if you had done email messages, you would get the option here to be able to send an email, and it'll work right through Outlook. So that's how you do a mail merge. One of my favorite tools to to use with students, with parents, sharing information, sharing data, even if it's not actual number data, but all kinds of other kinds of data, missing assignments, progress, all those kinds of things. If you have any questions, please reach out to your DLS. I hope this helps.